What's something your parents did that you didn't understand until later? My mom had this weird obsession with taking pictures of everything I owned before throwing it away. Every broken toy, every outgrown shirt, even random drawings I made, she'd carefully photograph them all. It drove me insane. "Mom, just throw it away!" I'd yell when she'd spend 20 minutes arranging my old soccer cleats for the perfect shot. She'd just smile sadly and keep clicking away with her ancient digital camera. Even worse, she had this massive folder on her computer labeled Noah's Things, where she stored all these pictures. Sometimes late at night, I'd catch her scrolling through them, wiping tears from her eyes. I thought she was just being dramatic and overly sentimental. When I turned 13, it got really embarrassing. She photographed my old superhero bed sheets before replacing them with grown-up ones. Even my old stuffed penguin, Waddles, got a full photo shoot before being packed away in the attic. My friends started noticing. One time, Perry came over just as Mom was photographing my old school backpack. "Dude, what's your mom doing?" he whispered. I wanted to disappear into the floor. "Just ignore her," I mumbled. "She's weird about throwing stuff away." The real breaking point came during my room cleanup before freshman year. Mom insisted on photographing everything, even old birthday cards and broken pencils. It took 3 times longer than it should have. "This is ridiculous," I exploded. "Normal parents just use a garbage bag. Why do you have to make everything so weird?" Mom just kept taking pictures, but I saw her hands shaking slightly. That's when Dad pulled me aside and told me something that changed everything. When Mom was 7, her house caught fire while she was at school. She lost everything. Every toy, every picture, every memory of her childhood went up in flames. The only things she had left were the clothes she wore to school that day. She couldn't even remember what her favorite doll looked like, Dad explained quietly. It haunted her for years, not having a single picture of the things she loved as a kid. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. All those times I'd rolled my eyes or complained, I'd never even asked why she did it. That night, I found Mom's Noah's Things folder on the family computer. There were thousands of pictures, all carefully labeled and dated. Noah's first pair of light-up sneakers, age 4. Noah's favorite dinosaur shirt, the one with the ketchup stain, age 6. Noah's science fair project about volcanoes, age 8. But what really got me were the notes she'd added to each picture. Under a photo of my raggedy old stuffed penguin, Noah wouldn't sleep without Waddles for 3 years straight. He said Waddles protected him from monsters. Under my old soccer cleats, Noah scored his first goal in these. He was so excited he forgot to untie them and wore them to bed. She hadn't just been taking pictures of old junk, she'd been preserving memories. The next day, I brought down a box of old middle school stuff I'd been hiding in my closet. Mom looked surprised when I asked her to help me photograph everything. "I thought you hated the pictures," she said quietly. "I was being stupid," I replied. "Besides, how else will I remember that this was the exact pencil I used to pass my first algebra test?" Mom smiled, tears in her eyes, and grabbed her camera.